So there's only two strategies that you could use in this Cancer Cup. Like one is being the BlockShin, and the second one is the front runner strategy. And front runner gonna win most of the time. Now you get your answer. So just in case if you don't know, I will explain what is frontrunner team and what is the BlockShin team. So the strongest team in the current meta is the frontrunner team, and it's only possible because of the Seiun Sky unique skill. It is just simply too OP. It makes everything else irrelevant. And the frontrunner team, you could go triple frontrunner, but it needs a lot of grind to make this work, because you need a lot of skill to make frontrunner works, like getting the groundwork and the triggers of it. And the second team comp is gonna be easier, double frontrunner and a debuffer. But you can't just do one frontrunner, because having two or more frontrunner, they're gonna have some levels of synergy of launching each other into the front, and eventually the front runner, that position on the first place on the last spurt, gonna win the game. But if your front runner fail to maintain the first place throughout the race, you will be losing horribly. But in the champion meeting, getting the second place is just as good as losing, so I guess that's fine. And the only way to counterplay is get yourself a blocker. You wanna take away the first place in the mid race, so that the front runner couldn't proc the unique skill of the Seiun Sky. You are not aiming for the win with the blockers, you are enabling the other ace to win the race. And you wanna build your ace like usual. It doesn't matter if it's a page chaser, a laserger, or encloser. It's really up to your choice. But it can't be the front runner, cause you would be ends up blocking yourself. And the blocker doesn't even have to be Bakushin. Daiwa Scarlet is also a good blocker because of her unique skill. But of course, not every single front runner gonna be able to compete with the BlockShin. So let me break it down for you guys. I personally got 60% win rate on both Taurus Cup and Gemini Cup, and got the second place on the A bracket final as a free-to-play. So I'm not exactly the best player here. And this is my roster for the Cancer Cup. This is my Mayano Top Gun. Her rating isn't that high. And keep in mind that her mouse is actually pretty low. I believe that it was about like D. But you gotta have a lot of mouse spark to make her work. And these are the support cards that I'm using. Nothing crazy. In case if you haven't noticed, I only has 2 LB Kitasan Black. And this is my Mihono Bourbon. A pretty decent stat, but unfortunately she's not exactly the meta. This is support card. And this is my Daiwa Scarlet for the Cancer run. A lot of green skill. But as I put her into the Umalator, the standard distance and Tokyo race course make pretty much no differences, so my stamina is slightly overkill. The support card for Daiwa Scarlet. I'm actually gonna settle with this one, because last time on the Taurus Cup, I got a lot of ace runner with very similar stat, but multiple of them, but I could only use 3 of them. I mean like use 2, because one of them gonna be the evil nature. And I personally used triple ace in the Gemini Cup because I figured that pretty much every single person in the A bracket gonna prepare plenty amounts of stamina, so there's really no point of using nice nature other than bullying those who doesn't even have enough stamina. And if you're playing triple front runner like me, if you don't get yourself the groundwork, you are trolling. It is a recipe to disaster. You're gonna lose pretty much every single race without the groundwork. And that is the bare minimum for front runner to compete in the Cancer Cup. And as you can see, I don't have any support with the groundwork, and that's because I got it from the parent. And I think that's a pretty good way to bypass the support card. Because let's be real, the support card like the Air Groove is not exactly good. It's pretty bad stat wise, because God is kind of useless at this meta. And if you want to use Okuli Cap to get the groundwork, Good luck on this one. She got 10 skill. Like, you only got 1 out of 10 chance to get the groundwork. You're gonna have a pretty difficult run with that. So remember to use the Umamusume DB in order to get the best parent for your account. And if you're curious, this is the parent that I use. And I use exactly the same parent for all of my A's. So I put 3 of my front runners into this room match. And as you could have imagined, it's pretty much the war zone. This is where people kill each other just to simulate the race. The race in the match room is probably harder than the champion meeting itself. The amounts of try-hard in the match room are crazy. You're gonna be pretty sweaty to begin with to even try out in the match room. Because as I see, these amounts of stat that they have are absolutely crazy. So based off about 20-30 run, these are my impression. If you're playing Seiun Sky, you will win. Because of this skill, the Escape Artist, it is the most powerful skill to get ahead in the mid race, and it is built in the character without the help of any support, and she got the best unique skill for the CM run. Every single front runners that you're gonna see in this champion meeting will be using her unique skill. There's no other way around that. And the second is Elcondo Pasa, but you gotta play her as a front runners, and she's not a front runners. You're gonna need at least 10 spark of front runners to make her a front runner. And yeah, she will also dominate the course because she got the second best skill for this race. And the third one gonna be Smart Falcon, but she's a third Uma, so you're gonna have 10 spark of turf to make her one of the strongest runner for the front runner. So basically, if you're using one of these 3 front runners, the only thing that could beat you is these 3 characters with better stat. So that's my impression with it, cause I lost to the Seiun Sky all the time, I lost to the Smart Falcon all the time, and I only play against Elcondo Pasa once. It is crazy how far she get the lead. And if you want to use any other strategy other than front runners, you can't get away from Bakushin! If your ace is not a front runner and you are not using Bakushin, you're gonna lose to every single front runner team. Given that if you have Makita-san Black, you're not gonna be able to win my mediocre free-to-play front runner team. Cause that's my experience with it. And the unique skill of Seiun Sky is just too OP. It is that crazy. So BlockShin is a mandatory. She is not an option. She is a must for any non-front runner team. If you don't play BlockShin, you lose. I have won so many max speed, 1000 power vodka with the stat that you just see there. It is so hard to win front runner without the BlockShin. And unlike Evil Nature, BlockShin is actually pretty hard to build. Not as hard as an ace, but pretty hard. You gotta build BlockShin like a front runner and give her as much power and the speed as possible. And it doesn't even guarantee that it's gonna block the front runner either. If your BlockShin can't get ahead of the front runner, then it's totally cooked it. But in the other way around, if your BlockShin could get ahead, then it's the front runner team get cooked it. And this is the BlockShin number 1 that we're gonna see, and this is her stat. I will put it right here. So as you can see, like all of my front runner got the groundwork up and somehow get ahead. I actually take a look at the Seiun Sky stat. Her stat is actually pretty crazy. I don't know how do I even win her. Your BlockShin get blocked by other front runners, then this BlockShin is totally cooked it. She is totally useless throughout the race. So this is the final corner of it. She still stay behind it. But for whatever reason, I get unlucky and didn't pop Seiun Sky unique. So I lost on this race. And my wit is pretty high, man. So it's such a shame. I could have won this race, but vodka took it instead. But if my Seiun Sky uniques procs, then I would definitely win this race. Oh my god, my Mayano is looking so sad. So let's look at the subject number 2. She got the power about 1000. And then we start the run again. All of my groundworks just pops out. Except my Daiwa Scarlets. For whatever reason. And where is the BlockShin? I can't even see the BlockShin. Okay, she's on the 3rd place. At this moment, BlockShin is totally cooked. She's already done. There's nothing that she could outrun the front runner anymore. So you are also gambling whether your BlockShin gonna win or not. If your BlockShin lose, your whole team gonna lose. That's it. And at the final corners, I still got the lead. And my Mihono Bourbon finally pops her Seiun Sky unique and get a pretty easy win from this point. Like, there's no way that they could catch up with this, and winning by about 4 to 5 lengths, is it? Oh, Okuli Cap is catching up. Man, that's insane. 1 length, that's a lot. And let's look at the vodka. Max speed, 1100 power. And what about this vodka? Almost max speed and 971 power. And it's absolutely no match to my Mihono Bourbon. So the balance is pretty crazy. Oh my god. Even max speed and max power Okuli Cap couldn't get me there. And this is telling something. Your BlockShin gotta have max power to get ahead consistently. And if your front runner is like Seiun Sky or even like Smart Falcon, I'm not even sure your BlockShin gonna be able to win that or not. I would assume that you are not gonna win that because Seiun Sky got the Escape Artist, Smart Falcon got her unique skill in the mid-race, and BlockShin doesn't have anything to counterplay both of them. So when you're building your BlockShin, you gotta go all in. The half-assed BlockShin is the recipe to disaster. And I just noticed that this BlockShin doesn't even have groundwork. Groundwork is mandatory for BlockShin. For some reason, I don't get any BlockShin in this match. I think I'm gonna win this one easy peasy. Look at his face carefully. This is the face of a man that is about to get his ass clapped. I mean, they do have a evil nature. Oh, okay, they got Smart Falcon. Okay, I still got chance. My no Top Gun. Okay, their Daiwa Scarlet is leading ahead. But that's not the point of this video. The video is like your late surger are useless. Your pace runner also useless if you don't have any BlockShin. Come on, get ahead, get ahead. Nope. Alright, I'm cooked. Oh, I might not be cooked. Yeah, I thought the Daiwa Scarlet gonna win. Oh, wait. Alright, maybe their Daiwa Scarlet haven't procs. Wasn't able to procs the unique skill. So I guess that is like one of the Outlander. I think her Daiwa Scarlet failed to proc something. Oh, alright. No wonder. So he's using the Daiwa Scarlet as the blocker. No wonder she could get ahead. So this is the successful case that you guys could see. You wanna max your blocker or else you're not gonna be able to win it. That's a really good run. That's a good run, man. That's a good run. And you could also look at their deck to see what kind of support are they using. That is a really solid deck. Like this Daiwa Scarlet got all the miss rate accelerating skill to contest the first place. What a beautiful way to play it. She actually helped other team to win the first place. What an irony. So the moral of the lesson is pretty simple. If you want to play the BlockShin or any blockers, get her power to the max and maybe at least 600 speed to contest for the first place. And you're gonna be able to win the mediocre front runner like my team, but probably not able to win a well-built Seiun Sky, turf runner Smart Falcon, or front runners Elcondo Pasa. And pretty much any team that is not playing the front runners and the BlockShin, you're gonna lose to this two team. Or maybe you're playing front runner without the groundwork. That is also the recipe to disaster. So I hope my sharing helped and see ya guys.